Treasure Island, written by Robert Louis Stevenson and first published in 1883, is one of the most famous adventure novels in world literature. It helped define the modern pirate story, introducing iconic elements such as buried treasure, pirate maps marked with an X, one-legged sailors, mutiny at sea, and the dangerous allure of the open ocean. Beyond its thrilling plot, Treasure Island is also a coming-of-age story that explores loyalty, greed, courage, morality, and the loss of innocence. Through the eyes of young Jim Hawkins, the novel follows a dangerous journey that forever changes a boy into a man. The story is narrated by Jim Hawkins, who begins his tale by recalling his boyhood at the Admiral Benbow Inn, a seaside inn run by his parents in England. Their quiet life is disrupted by the arrival of a mysterious and intimidating old sailor known as Billy Bones. Scarred, rough, and paranoid, Billy Bones terrifies Jim with stories of pirates and constantly warns him to watch out for a one-legged man. Billy Bones carries with him a heavy sea chest and lives in constant fear of former shipmates. Soon, other threatening figures begin to appear, including the blind beggar Pew, who delivers a black spot, a pirate symbol of condemnation, to Billy Bones. The shock of this encounter, combined with years of fear and drinking, causes Billy Bones to suffer a fatal stroke. After Billy Bones's death, Jim and his mother open the sailor's sea chest to collect money owed for lodging. Inside, Jim discovers a packet of papers, including a treasure map that once belonged to the infamous pirate Captain Flint. The map marks the location of Flint's buried treasure, rumored to be immense. Jim brings the map to Dr. Livesey, the local physician, and Squire Trelawney, a wealthy landowner. Recognizing the map's importance, they decide to mount an expedition to find the treasure. Squire Trelawney secures a ship called the Hispaniola, hires a crew, and appoints Captain Smollett as the ship's commander. Jim is invited to join the voyage as cabin boy, marking the beginning of his transformation from an innocent innkeeper's son into an adventurer. Before the voyage begins, Squire Trelawney hires the ship's cook, a charismatic one-legged man named Long John Silver. Friendly, clever, and seemingly trustworthy, Silver quickly wins over the crew, and Jim Hawkins himself. Jim admires Silver's confidence and warmth, unaware that he is forming a bond with a dangerous man. During the voyage, Jim accidentally overhears a conversation that reveals the shocking truth. Long John Silver is a pirate and a former quartermaster under Captain Flint. Many members of the crew are also pirates, secretly planning a mutiny once the treasure is found. This moment is crucial, as Jim's innocence is shattered. He realizes that danger surrounds him, and that trust can be deceiving. Jim reports what he has learned to Dr. Livesey, Squire Trelawney, and Captain Smollett. Together, they form a plan to protect themselves and prevent the pirates from taking control of the ship. The Hispaniola reaches Treasure Island, a wild and dangerous place filled with dense forests, hills, and hidden coves. Tension between the loyal crew and the pirates grows stronger. When the pirates are allowed to go ashore, they openly plan rebellion. Jim, acting impulsively, sneaks off the ship and explores the island on his own. During his exploration, he encounters Ben Gunn, a former pirate who has been marooned on the island for years. Ben Gunn is half mad but good-hearted, and he reveals that he has already found and moved Captain Flint's treasure to a secret location. This revelation becomes a turning point in the story as it shifts the balance of power away from the mutineers. The pirates openly revolt, and fighting breaks out between Silver's men and the loyal crew. Captain Smollett, Dr. Livesey, Jim, and their allies retreat to a stockade on the island. Several violent skirmishes occur, resulting in injuries and deaths on both sides. Despite his youth, Jim plays an increasingly important role. He sneaks back to the Hispaniola and cuts it loose, preventing the pirates from using the ship. In the process, Jim kills a pirate in self-defense, an act that deeply affects him and symbolizes his loss of innocence. Long John Silver emerges as one of literature's most complex villains. Unlike the other pirates, he is intelligent, adaptable, and manipulative. He shifts alliances whenever it suits his survival, sometimes protecting Jim, sometimes threatening him. Silver embodies moral ambiguity, showing that evil does not always appear monstrous. It can be charming, persuasive, and human. As the conflict continues, Silver realizes that his position is weakening. Many of his men are dead or dissatisfied, and he knows that Ben Gunn has likely interfered with the treasure. Silver captures Jim, but surprisingly spares him, recognizing Jim's intelligence and bravery. When the pirates finally reach the treasure site, they discover that the treasure is gone. Furious, they turn on Silver, but Dr. Livesey and the loyal crew intervene. Ben Gunn reveals that he has safely hidden the treasure elsewhere. This moment represents the collapse of greed. The pirates' obsession with gold has destroyed their unity, while cooperation and trust have allowed the honest characters to survive. The treasure is recovered and loaded onto the Hispaniola. Though injured, Captain Smollett regains command, and the survivors set sail for England. During the return journey, Long John Silver escapes with a small portion of the treasure, vanishing into the world beyond justice. Jim returns home wealthier and wiser, but forever changed. He admits that the sound of the sea and thoughts of pirates still haunt his dreams, suggesting that adventure leaves scars as well as memories. Treasure Island explores several enduring themes. Coming of age is central, as Jim grows from a naive boy into a courageous young man. Greed is portrayed as destructive, driving the pirates to betrayal and violence. Loyalty and honor are embodied by characters like Dr. Livesey and Captain Smollett, whose moral strength contrasts with the pirates' selfishness. The novel also examines moral complexity, particularly through Long John Silver. Silver is not purely evil. He is intelligent, humorous, and capable of kindness. This complexity makes him one of literature's most memorable characters and challenges readers to consider the blurred line between good and evil. Treasure Island established many of the conventions of pirate fiction that continue to influence books, films, and popular culture. From pirate speech to buried treasure maps, Stevenson's novel shaped how the world imagines pirates. More importantly, the novel speaks to the universal human desire for adventure and the price that comes with it. Jim's journey shows that growing up involves facing danger, making moral choices, and accepting the loss of innocence. Treasure Island remains a timeless adventure because it combines thrilling storytelling with deep moral insight. Through Jim Hawkins' journey, Robert Louis Stevenson explores courage, temptation, loyalty, and the consequences of greed. The novel reminds readers that true treasure is not gold, but wisdom gained through experience. Even after the journey ends, the echoes of the sea remain, just as they do in Jim's memory and in the hearts of readers around the world. Thank you so much for watching. Your support helps this channel grow. Please like the video, subscribe, and comment your favorite book so I know what to summarize next.